Hello and welcome to GCS Today. I'm Todd Hagans. GCS Today is a new program here on Channel 21 that brings you news and information about Gaston County schools. On today's episode, we talk about the 175th anniversary of public schools in North Carolina. We meet a Robinson Elementary teacher who recently wrote a children's book, and we spend time with the Regional School Social Worker of the Year. Gaston County Schools is pleased to join other school districts from across the state in celebrating the 175th anniversary of public schools in North Carolina. On January 20th, 1840, the first free public school opened in Rockingham County, and it took only 6 years for every county in the state to have at least one public school. We've come a long way in the past 175 years. Today, our public schools are strong. Our schools offer students a comprehensive education that includes rigorous academics, athletics, fine arts, career and technical education, and extracurricular activities. A statewide campaign is underway to promote our traditional public schools and to celebrate our 175th anniversary. You will hear more about the campaign in the weeks and months ahead, so stay tuned to Channel 21 for more information about the 175th anniversary of public school education in North Carolina. We are delighted to have with us on GCS today Tammy Holland. She is a second grade teacher at Robinson Elementary School, and she recently published a children's book, Delbert Trinkle Survives Second Grade. Tammy, thank you for being with us here on the show. Without giving away the plot, tell us a little bit about Delbert Trinkle.
Delbert Trinkle is a second grade student who doesn't like himself very much. He doesn't like his hair, his freckles, his clothes, and he hates his name. And that is a focal point of my book, is where his name comes from. And so I really wrap the theme of the book around his name. He finds out that he's in the teacher's class that everyone says is crazy. So his imagination goes wild, and he's convinced that he's not going to survive second grade.
So that leads us to the big question, does Delbert survive the second grade?
He does. In fact, he excels in second grade. This unusual teacher helps him to find out that being unique, different, is wonderful. And she inspires him to take those unique characteristics and be bold, and he becomes a writer in the story because he's willing to use that active imagination and put himself out there, and he finds his talent.
That's great. Great message for children.
Yes.
What led you to write a children's book?
Well, I am a preacher's kid, and so I've had a vivid imagination since I was a child, and we've lived all over the United States, so I've got to enjoy things that most people probably won't ever experience. But for the most part, the inspiration came straight from my classroom. I've kept a journal since I started teaching 5 years ago, and the children from last year's class were an active part of writing this story. And that was so exciting. As I would finish a chapter, I would bring it in. They would help me proof the book and tell me when things were funny or if something wasn't funny. If they didn't laugh, I would stop and say, okay, that wasn't funny. It was supposed to be funny. Do I need to take that out? And that was wonderful. And just the conversations that they have in class, I've written those all down in a journal. And so I began to create this book out of just journal writing of how funny and unique that these kids really are.
Now, I know that you are using the book in your classroom. Other teachers are too. What has been the reaction from the children about this book?
Well, they were very excited. As I said, they were an active part, at least last year's class was an active part in writing the story and giving me their editing comments. So they began to come to me with signed copies. I was so excited when it was finally published, I wanted to call them up, 8-year-olds, and tell them that we were published. And the children have just, they've been overwhelming with the way that they now feel like that if I can do it, they can do it. And if I don't achieve anything else with the publishing of this book, if I've given them courage to reach for a dream like that and know that it's achievable, then I have succeeded in what I've hoped to do.
And really what is most important is that you are inspiring a love for reading, developing a love for reading in elementary age children.
I certainly hope so.
That really is it's what it's all about.
Yes,
it really is. Now, you've got a copy of the book there with you. Delbert Trinkle survived second grade. Tell our viewers how you can get a copy of this book.
It's available on Amazon, and you can pull it up just by putting in Delbert Trinkle or by my name, Tammy Holland. And it's also, I have a website, and you can pull that up as well and contact me, and I would be happy to send you a signed copy. I would love that.
Great. Tammy Holland, thank you for being with us. Congratulations on your book. We look forward to the next book.
I'm working on it.
I know you're working on it. We look forward to having that next book very soon. Tammy Holland from Robinson Elementary School, thank you for being with us on GCS Today. With us now on GCS Today is Rosalind White from Cherryville High School. Rosalind was named the 2014-15 Southwest Region School Social Worker of the Year. Congratulations on that big honor.
Thank you.
We're very happy for you. What was your reaction when you found out you had been named the Regional Social Worker of the Year?
I was quite surprised. It was a surprise to think that I was nominated above all other people who were nominated throughout the state, to know that I had won. It was phenomenal.
And you got word that you had been selected as the regional winner in an email. Is that correct?
Yes, I did. I came in on a Monday morning and pulled up my email, and it said, "Congratulations, and you're the Southwest Regional Social Worker of the Year." And so I clicked it down and opened it again just to read it again, because I could not believe it. I could not believe that I had won.
Well, getting that news on a Monday morning, that's a great way to start the week, right?
Oh, it was a phenomenal way to start the week.
Tell us how long you have worked in school social work.
I've been in school social work for the past 13 years.
Okay.
And prior to that, I've worked in many different areas like domestic violence and Department of Social Services, and I've even worked in hospitals.
Okay. Now, for our audience watching, tell us exactly what a school social worker does.
Well, we really act as a liaison between the community, the home, and the school. And the majority of what we do is we do assessments on every student to determine what we can do to help them be successful. And the majority of the time is from helping them get lights and food in the home, to working with a student who's homeless, to a gamut of different things that we do. So our day can be full of a lot of different things.
And what do you enjoy most about your job?
I enjoy the successes. I enjoy seeing transformation. I enjoy seeing a student come in right now that I'm in high school in the 9th grade, and then move toward the 12th grade with a total change in attitude, from their truancy, from their just desire to want to graduate. So that is one of the highlights of my job.
Well, I know you make a difference in the lives of students, as do all of our social workers here in Gaston County Schools. And we certainly appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you.
And we hope that we can have you back on the show in a few months and announce that you are the North Carolina School Social Worker of the Year.
Yes, that would be awesome.
That would be great. It really would. We appreciate you being here. Congratulations to Rosalind White, our Southwest Region School Social Worker of the Year.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you joining us for this edition of GCS Today. Stay tuned to Channel 21 for the latest school news and information. We look forward to seeing you next time.